Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, generous donations in all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. It's Friday morning. Let's clear out this energy and then let's see what the message the Spirit has for us. You know, it's almost like right before I hit the little bell, I could almost kind of hear that little thingamajiggy on the inside of the bell. Like it kind of almost touched the inside. Like, you know how somebody has a forethought right before they do something. That thought of don't do this right before they do it. Somebody had one of those. Hey, Lightworker William, confirmation. Somebody had one of those where they just stopped right before they did it. Don't do it, but they did it anyway. Almost like they was not gonna allow common sense to talk them out of something that their ego said they should do. They wasn't gonna do all that. This is how the player played themselves. Hey, High Priestess. Because some information came to them and it flew right over their motherfucking head. Just like that airplane. That's how the player played themselves. See, what they tried to do was they tried to cause chaos between y'all and use that as the excuse for doing something behind your back, only to find out that what they thought they was going to do never happened, or it did not happen the way they envisioned it to happen. It was like a headache or something. And the fact that you, instead of you being all balled up somewhere, crying in the corner, oh my God, why me? Take me now, God, take me. They thought you was going to be like that. You was the exact opposite. It had no bearing on your self-confidence, on how you felt about yourself. In fact, you still carried on. You did whatever it was that you said you always wanted to do in the first motherfucking place. Okay? And then what made it even worse for them, not for you, but for them, after they did all this and had this and then this and then tripped over this and then tripped over that and then tripped over that and then tripped over that and then tripped over that, just trying to play you, finding out that they played themselves. When they saw you again, that is when they understood these three words: Queen of Swords. That's when they figured out who you could turn into quickly, without warning. They didn't even have a chance to blink. They like, where she come from? Hey, Charlene. Hi, Sosa. Bottom of the deck. Boom! Boom! Explosion! It's over! It's a fuck up! You done fucked up now. This to find out, period. Oh, we come through spirit because they thought they was gonna do some sneaky, freaky behind the door and between the sheety, doing some sneaky shit. That shit didn't work out. It did not work out. Spirit said, "Oh, look at you, look what you think that you about to do. You thought that you was about to play my collective. Come here, come in here, come, son, come, daughter, come here, come here. Let me holler at you, let me holler at you, let me holler at you." That's my favorite. So you thought that I was gonna sit back and watch you fuck over my favorite and me not do nothing to you? Get the fuck on out of here. Bro, I had to pluck you upside your head and accidentally knock you into next week. Hey, mate, Mobo Crazy, how are you? Yeah. Somebody thought that you was going to be sitting here patiently waiting on their fucking ass to come the fuck back to complete you. Don't get me to get up here. I have to run around this damn room. That's fucking crazy. Just lost their mind. One of the two. It's the same thing. Either they're crazy or they lost their mind. It's the same thing. They're not all the way there. See, somebody thought that they had a spot. They thought their spot was triple secure. Like, in order for them to be replaced, you had to have, where you both have the key and you turn it at the same time. And they knew that there was no way for you to turn it at the same time because you got to do some kind of push a button, turn the key, and they got to push a button, turn the key, or some shit like that too. Little did they know, back in the day, in your college days, they used to call you octopus girl or guy, because all of a sudden, all the arms that you needed, they came from nowhere. Okay? So if you needed 4 or 5 arms, boom. See, somebody thought that they had a spot. They thought that they was just the apple of your eye. They could cause it. It's just a little chaos. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna kiss and make up later. She or he gonna be so happy to see me. Hun, child, let me tell you, they're gonna be melting in my hand. They're not gonna know what to do with themselves. I'm probably not gonna have to cook for a minute because they're gonna be trying to feed me. I'm gonna see if they can get me I need one of them luxurious milk baths. Somebody thought that they shit didn't stink. No, motherfucking. Not only are you getting karma, but the truth has already been known. Oopsie. See, somebody thought that they was going to play both sides against the middle. Like they was going to be able to cause some chaos with you and get you all up in your emotions just long enough so that whenever they come back, you're going to be so happy to see that motherfucking ass, that motherfucking lazy, crazy ass, that you're going to be abandoning all your common sense and in other sense, the smart sense, the wisdom, the experience, and everything else, just because this motherfucker who can't really even wipe his ass good and got a shit stain, a shit streak up in his drawers every motherfucker that come back. That's not how it works. That ain't how none of this works. Hey Tara, how are you? You was gone. Tara, thank you so very much. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. You was gone peacefully. You ain't need this bullshit. Somebody thought that you was gonna be at home waiting so that he and she can come back and y'all can make it a home. You was like, no. I'm good. Don't nobody want to be at home like that. No. See, yeah, no. Motherfucker, you spoke your piece and you were so sweet when you said it. It's like you cussed the motherfucker out with a smile or something. And they didn't feel offended because you were so nice when you said it. It's like you was just so, like that grandma sweet. Sugar, but let me tell you something here, you little asshole. I'm gonna do this and this and this and this. But I'm really ready to beat your ass. Oh, sweetheart. I mean, like the way you delivered your little I'm through with you ninja with a hard R and some exclamation points. Hey, Robert, now this person realized that they had gone a little bit too far. They realized that the speech you delivered was a nice little brush up, because they realized they had went a little bit too far lying to you in the first motherfucking place. All you had to do was stand up and say what was on your mind and what you wanted to do with your time in the first damn place instead of lying. See, somebody realizing now that they ain't even had to come up with that extra shit. They just got in the middle of something. They thought that, and they misread the room. See, somebody was sitting here in somebody else's ear talking all this stupid shit about how you the man and you ruling the castle and everything, and you can still be a player in the streets, but you are a man at home. And no, you got to be a man at home and a man in the street. You can't be a player in the street. That's why your ass got playing games. You lost. See, somebody thought they was just a straight up, warlock, player, handsome, most devilish looking. See, but somebody didn't realize something. They was used to dealing with a certain caliber of person. Somebody else besides themselves who didn't know themselves. And they was used to seeing the same thing. See what she was getting ready to do. Now I feel like they got something to say, but they was holding back. I feel like they had something that they wanted to express or something, but they was holding back because they was holding back because they thought that you was going to be coming forward to them. That you was going to be so, hey, how are you? This and that and the other. And, like you was just going to be so welcoming to them back into the fold or something like that. Like this person, like they wanted to get you used to them galloping off, running and doing some other shit, and you being and holding it down at home, like you some type of bottom bitch. You better get your bottom the fuck up out of here. It's like they wanted you to get used to be sitting at home, not having your heart fulfilled and all that other shit. Like you used to. Well, I got somebody in my life. He ain't the best emperor, but yeah, I know that he got some others, but he ain't getting rid of me. Fuck all that. If that's how you thinking, if that's how you feeling, I want you to come to the front of the room so I can slap the holy shit into you. Waka. Never, ever, ever, never, ever, never, ever. Don't ever do that shit. See, somebody didn't know that, you know what? You have love for yourself. You have respect for yourself. You have a close relationship with God. What the fuck you need some old warlock for? You know? See, this person didn't realize that you was gonna move ahead anyway. In fact, you moving ahead was very healing to you. You going on, let's just say that you had something planned that you was going to do together, and somebody backed out at the last moment. You was like, okay, no problem. Hey, okay, well, enjoy yourself or do whatever or whatever. You went ahead, went through with the plans, and that was very healing for you. It healed something. It was like it was something that satisfied a desire in you. Hey, C Bones, how are you? So you no longer felt like there was anything missing. Nothing. Nothing. This person doing this old crazy shit because they really wanted to go off and do something else, but you didn't really even give a shit about. They wanted to go off and do some old other shit, thinking that they was making moves. Yeah, they made a move right into the pit of fire. Whereas you went straight up towards the gates of heaven and was healing. Yeah, it's almost like, you know what, I feel like you met somebody, or there was somebody there that was much stronger in character. Somebody that was about their words, somebody that knew what it took to do whatever it was. Somebody else that was more mature, that was mature. Yeah. And that was so funny that because this person is looking at you and you still balance. You never got knocked off your game. You never this, you never that. You still good. You don't have no cares. You don't have no worries. You ain't sitting here tripping. You ain't sitting here biting your nails, and you actually looking forward to carrying through, because this was your plan, your goal, your idea. There is something there for you. Now this other person, they all upset, they all in their feelings and everything, and because number one, the whatever they had thought that they was going to do, it didn't turn out. Number two, they all depressed because they shot themselves in both feet whenever it came to you, and then they thinking about how they ghosted you and shit like that. They thinking about what they did, how they did what they did. Cause see, that's some shit that some low hanging fruit shit bitch would have accepted. But see, they didn't realize they gotta climb up to get to you. You knew what time it was. You knew you was just gonna go ahead and do whatever it was that you needed to do. You knew what this person's objective was. Hey Tia, that's why it didn't bother you. See, people gotta they instead of them sitting here thinking for somebody else, they need to think for themselves. Somebody thinking for you, thinking, oh, I know how they're gonna think. I know what they're gonna do. I know how they're gonna feel. Guess what? You fucking don't. Somebody thought that you was so crazy about them, only to find out you didn't really give a shit about them. You was being patient, you was being kind, you was being open, you was being caring, you was being you when it came to dealing with this person. But see, they thought because you was being this and you was being authentically yourself, they thought that they had you wrapped around their finger. Only to find out this is just how you are. You can't wrap somebody around your finger if they are being authentically themselves. So it was that person that had to find out the hard way. They didn't have shit. They played themselves, thinking that they was all the way up here, and you was so, insecure. That's what they thought. They thought that you was insecure and you was gonna wait around on them. Yeah. See, they was expecting you to have reached out to them by now. Like, well, I'm weird. Collector ain't called me, ain't text me, ain't tried to email, ain't said nothing, ain't said, well, I hope your time suck. Or I hope that you break your big time. Collector ain't said nothing. No. What's there to say? What's there to say? See, somebody thought that you was going fight for them or worry about if they were seeing somebody else, or if they was going to be around with somebody else and doing this and doing that. They thought that you was going to be worried about the other woman or the other man, only to find out you don't give a about the other woman. They can have them. Thank you. Hold on. Come get this box of their shit. Take that too. Somebody had to find it the hard way. They wasn't hurting no feelings. They was doing that service. Trash took itself out. Where can you buy? You can't buy that service nowhere. The trash took itself out. See, this is that bullshit that somebody thought that happened in the back, in the used to in the past. I mean, we got the 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles all in a row. That bullshit that somebody used to do to get attention, to become seen as, the one with the longest long or whatever. It's like in the past they would like they was making somebody have to earn it. Like they had to earn their attention, earn their love, earn this, earn that. You had to teach this motherfucker a lesson. That chapter is closed. You ain't trying to earn nothing. In fact, you taught the motherfucker about boundaries. Now somebody realizing what earning means. Now they realizing they got to earn their way back to you. Somebody realized that they just did a little bit too much when they thought they was going to be fucking around with you. They found out they done cursed themselves fucking around with them. 10 with their old buddy, the devil. The old diabolical motherfucker. The one who talked them into and said, do this. It's going to be funny. It's going to be real. You're going to have them eating out the palm of your hands. Have you ever had your toes sucked before? Get ready, because when Collector come back, they're going to have a mouth ready to suck on your toes and anything else. Yeah, I'm telling you, this, that, and the other. Blah, 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 blah. They thought they had you, Collector. They thought you was the sucker. Sucker, 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 sucker. The sucker. This motherfucker see that they played a game on themselves. You wanted to win at all costs. Guess what? Cha-ching! Your ass fucking win the dumb prize, motherfucker. You know what you win? What? Sally, pull the curtain back, and this motherfucker won. And Sally's pulling the curtain back, and they got the harp playing with all that music, that they used to do on that one damn show that they would pull the doors back. This motherfucker won a bucket full of stupidity, and the crowd's like, yay! Yeah, come on, that's what you did. See, Now somebody, it's like somebody realized that it's like, I feel like somebody else confirmation is getting blessed. Somebody else is getting blessed now. It's almost like it is somebody else's turning back. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else. It's like when because this person definitely struck the fuck out. They definitely struck out. You know, playing games. Somebody else is getting a chance now. It's like Spirit has said, okay, excuse me. Like Spirit has said, okay, come on, Lil Leroy, come on. It's your turn. Come on. Put your helmet on. Put your mouth guard in. You got your cup on? Okay. What about your shin guards? What about the arm guards? Okay. You got your back plate, your chest plate on? You got your booty guards on? Okay. What about your safety goggles? Okay. All right. And face plate? All right. You got your do-rag on? All right. In the neck brace? You ready? All right. It's your turn. Let's go in. Come on. Yeah. See, somebody they thought they're confused. They're confused. Like, okay, well, this didn't turn out the way that it normally turned out. How am I the one that's on the outside? So like, who the fuck collective think that they are? Just because I was playing games, just because I'm trying to pit them against somebody else, just because I'm doing this and I'm doing that, who the fuck they think they are? Like they can just leave me like that and not have to fight over me. Huh. Hey, K Hypey. Hey, Shane Shay. Hey, Susan. Kung Fu Panda. Come through, Kung Fu Panda. K Hypey, thank you so much. Hey, Morning Warrior, CC. Yeah. Somebody is confused. Like, how are they on the outside? How is it that they ain't heard from you? How is it? Because it was supposed to have been your self-confidence that took a hit, not theirs. They're not feeling so confident anymore. Now they're feeling kind of like awkward. You know, like, damn, like, I really fucked up. Yeah, because see, somebody thought that they was going to be able to do something, you know, that's going to cast some spell. They was going to keep you stuck in a certain position. Like, because like you was one of them people that said, I cannot move on unless I have closure. And without closure, Roger will always have that special place in my heart. No, fuck that. Roger, you got 15 minutes to make that motherfucking phone ring. If it don't ring in 15 minutes, your number is up. Ding. The ding dong, the bell goes up. Roger, your number is up. Don't think that stupid shit. Don't think that stupid shit. That's right. Bye, Roger. Exactly. You know? Yeah. See, somebody thought that they could go off, do whatever they wanted to do. They was banking on this. They was banking on this. That they could go off, do what they wanted to do, and then come back and you're going to be right there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, they could tell you anything. They could tell you anything. They're going to go off, do what they want to do, and you know, and you come back and you'll be right there. But see, they didn't know that you were smarter than that. They didn't think that you were smarter than that. They didn't know that you was going to go ahead and do what you needed to do for you and fuck them. Not physically, but, as in bye. Boy, bye. Girl, bye. That type of fuck them. Okay? Yeah, somebody didn't think that you could read through or see through the bullshit. Yeah. Somebody, yeah, and see, now somebody realized that you gone. You gone. You close that motherfucking door. You close that chapter. You already said so nicely with that Queen of Swords ass. You were smiling when you said it. Nobody in there ain't never in their entire life been cussed out so polite before. Whereas they was like possibly saying thank you at the end of it. You cussing them out and they like, thank you, ma'am. Sir, thank you. I do apologize. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. They ain't never been cussed out like that before. Yeah. See, somebody now realized the games that they played, they fucked themselves up. They got themselves trapped. And it ended something that they didn't want to end. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. And you just as happy as you want to be. You don't give a fuck. You don't care. Like, I think that's the part that's hurting this person the most. I think that if you was going through some type of mental struggle or something like that, this person would feel better. But the fact that you cheesing and shit, you all doing you and you ain't worried about what this motherfucker doing, that's the part that hurt their feelings. Yeah. It's like you're secure within yourself. You're happy. You got everything that you need. I'm telling you, this motherfucker was confused. They felt so immature when you said whatever the fuck you had to say to them. Because you was straight. You was on the motherfucking money. You was on the truth. You said it how a sweet old grandma G said it. Like, I'm telling you, you cuss somebody out so sweet and polite. They was thanking you at the end. They felt like they had won something. It wasn't until the next day and they woke up or they realized what the fuck happened. I said, shit. Collective bad motherfucker. The way you said that shit. The way Collective said that shit. They said they realize now they deserve that shit. They deserve all of it. All of it. They can't even be mad. They can't even be mad. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Somebody want to say something to you. They do. They want to come and they want to apologize to you. They want to keep it real, though. They want to have some real talk. They want to apologize. They want to come in and turn this from, despair to they want to be happy again. Because they see that you ain't bothered at all. That's motherfuckers bothered. They know. They know that you know that this motherfucker lied. They know they know that you know exactly what the fuck they lied about. They know that you know exactly what they plan was. They're wondering if they talk in their sleep or some shit. It's like, how the fuck Collective know? Because I done did this shit before. This shit done worked a 1,000 times. Well, welcome to 1,001, motherfucker. Yeah. Welcome to 1,001, motherfucker. See, somebody is so confused. They used to do the I'm running ghost game on people all the time. They used to do that I'm running ghost game, and it would confuse them. Like they bob and weave and and going between this and that. And the other people was like, where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Like they so confused. You wasn't confused. You seen this type of motherfucker before. Shit. Who they think that you was raised with? Hello? Come on now. Mm-mm. Hey, Original, how are you? Yeah. This somebody thought that you was going to be sitting around waiting on them. Because they see that you that wife and material. They see that you that good person. You the one that everybody want to get wet. Yet this motherfucker. This how you can tell somebody's stupid. Or dumb. However the shoe fit. When you got with what everybody else can see and know is a good person, you got with that good person and you still fuck it up, that means you stupid. Somebody refused to change. Somebody refused to appreciate, to look at what they have and say, okay, I need to make changes to be able to keep this. They refuse to change. And now somebody they all worried about if you're gonna meet somebody new, somebody that's gonna be pouring into you, honey child. Okay, and this person knows that it is because you see through their games that they play. They caught up. You knew it was a game whenever they was doing it. When the words came out their mouth, and you was like, say that word again. No, not the 2 words back. Yeah, that one. Start with your little sentence again. Say it again. Okay. Tell you what, you lying. I can tell you're lying by the way you pronounce your R, your Z, your T, and your A. That's why I had you go back. Okay, I could tell your ass was lying. Get your little lying the fuck on ass up out of here. Bye. Bye. Boy, bye. Girl, bye. However you fit. What's the message, spirit? See, they thought that your ass was going to sit there and wait. Wait on what? Wait on what? What's the message? Charlene said, period. You was cool. You was cool. They's the fool. Like I said, I can't make this up. They was the fool. They thought they was going to be going out there meeting them a badass bitch. They was going to have them a wild. You can make this up. They was going to have them a wild ass time. There's going to be somebody that was just like, here you go, daddy. Here go the drawers. Here the panties. Here the thong. And you supposed to be just sitting at home, waiting. Just patiently waiting, knitting and shit. You know, trying to search the internet for different types of chicken noodle soup to make for this motherfucker when they get home. You know, you supposed to be doing that type of shit. Fuck no. Yeah. And like that motherfucker thought that they was just gonna be able to lie to you. And even if you knew it was the truth, you was just gonna be brokenhearted and stay your ass the fuck there, knowing that this motherfucker lied. Motherfucker times has changed. Fuck. Get your old nasty ass away from here. What's the message, spirit? What's the message? Got somebody fucked up. No, thank you. What's the message, spirit? What is the message? Hey, Sandy, how are you? Yeah, got somebody fucked up. I don't know who's doing that shit, but I can guarantee it ain't over here. The person ain't got this address. They don't answer by this name. I can tell you that much. See, somebody just knew. They knew that you was just gonna be like the rest, but you knew you were so different than the rest. Okay? See, somebody realizing that you have everything that you possibly wanted and needed. So for them to think that they was gonna put limitations, limits on whatever you give to yourself when you already gave to yourself everything was stupid. Like now all of a sudden you gonna hold back on your self-respect or things that you would do for you. Mm-mm. Somebody thinking about why they even lied and why they said what they said, why they did what they did. And they realizing they didn't even have to do that. They did all that. They did too much. They ain't even have to do that. Somebody realizing they didn't have to do none of that. All they had to do was be upfront, be honest. Then they could have went ahead and traveled or did whatever the fuck that they wanted to do, and they would have been cool. Everything would have been cool in the relationship. Everything would have been cool in the relationship had they just talked to somebody. Instead of thinking that they gotta be all like this and they gotta approach it like that, they're gonna start a confirmation. They're gonna start a whole war. They're gonna cause some chaos just because they're afraid to use their big boy, big girl words. Hey, Faith, how are you? You know, that's how you know somebody is a child. And I don't argue with no children. What's the message? What's the message? Anything else from this deck spirit? Thank you. Yeah. They realize they wondering why they even did all this. They are trying to figure out why they even did all that. They said all that, did all this, said all this, and you still balanced. You never lost your cool. You never came out of character. You never came out of yourself. You never did this. You never did. They was expecting you to come at them, to be cussing them out, Whereas, see, they was doing all this shit about you, saying all this bad shit about you, only to find out that the truth came out anyway, like it always does. Now this person feel all stupid because they invested in some bullshit. And guess what? You about to hear about it. Not only are you about to hear about it, but you letting somebody know you don't care. You so done with that. You so balanced. You so good. You don't care. You don't care that the shit that somebody thought that they was getting ready to do did not come through, didn't happen the way that they thought it was going to happen. You don't care. Oh, well, you had already left that. You had already left the scene. Elvis had already left the house or the building, bottom of the deck. Yeah, it was their decision. Somebody did what? Yeah, because they wanted to see what their decision with the 10 of Wands. They wanted to try and stress you out. It was their decision. They wanted to try and stress you out. It was their choice for them to, this with the Page of Wands. They want to say this, whatever they want to say. That they said, they built this whole scenario up. Whenever there was a lie. See, the thing with the lies, you cannot cover every portion or every pocket of the story, because then there's somebody's going to think, well, what about this? Oh, see, you didn't think about that part because you wasn't placing yourself in that position. Oh, well, what about the? Oh, damn. So there were some pockets to the person's story that they hadn't even thought about, that they was leaving out. Hey, Jerome. Yep. Something about this person knows that you're really smart. This person knows that you know what, you work with the heavens. You know, and they realize that they would have been better off working with you, doing something with you, because they realize, you know, that they made a wrong choice. Plus, on top of that, they have fun with you. Yeah, this person actually has fun with you. They know that you that wifey type, but you lay back, you cool, you know, you that person that, you know, you just chill, you know. And then on top of that, it was like the things that you would do for them, you know, things that you would do that this person just they liked. They liked your person. But see, then this person started thinking about traveling because they was thinking about that they was getting ready to go get something else. You know, maybe they was thinking they had these thoughts that they could hold on to you. They could still travel, do this, you know, you know what they was used to doing. Go do whatever they was used to getting after, and then they could come back and be with you. And they thought that they had you wrapped around their finger, and that they had some type of control over you to control the whole situation, to make sure the whole situation balanced itself out, because they did this, they done ran this whole game 1,000 times. I'm telling you, they done ran this whole game 1,000 times. They done already did this so many times in the past. Yeah. But this time, boom, a slight dead end. One thing about you, one thing for certain, two things for sure. You don't like no lie. If you lie once, you'll lie twice, you'll lie 1,000 times. You don't like somebody that just can't be upfront and honest with you. You don't like somebody that has to cause chaos just because they too scared to tell you what they truly want to do. Hey, Evangelina. See, this is somebody that thought that they was going to be able to cause conflict, and then because of some connection they felt that you and them shared, that they could come back and then make it up to you. You know, like they could cause some type of shit, and because you're such a generous person and you got such a good heart, they could worm their way back in, get out the hot seat. This person ghosted you, was getting ready to start off over. You was going to do something new. So somebody thought that by them removing themselves that they held a spot. No, you get up out that seat, you move your feet, you lose your seat. See, yeah, somebody, I'm telling you, somebody was under the fantasy, the I don't know what the fuck they was thinking. That they could have some type of fantasy going on, that they could leave and come back, and you was gonna be good with that. Yeah, no. Just because somebody wanted to cause some conflict with the Ten of Cups, somebody wanted to cause some bullshit so that they could go celebrate with somebody else with the Three of Cups, and then they can come back like ain't shit happened. No. Hey, Queen Memoirs, how are you? Right. Yep. See, somebody didn't think about this. They didn't think about everything that they had to lose when it came to you. They was just thinking about themselves. That's how you know somebody was selfish. Thinking about themselves, not even giving a fuck how it affected you. See, this person realizes that you was the whole star, to them. You was what made their days bright. You was very healing. You would pray for them. You was this. You was kind. You would say this. You would offer to do this. You would offer to do that. And now they're wondering who you're going to be giving that shit to. Because they know that you're the type of person, that like they say, that ride or die, but you ain't dying for nobody. But you're very they know that you stand 10 toes down. They know that you're one of those people that will honor your word, you honor your commitment. That you in it for the long haul. But see, this person also knows that they done fucked everything up. Everything that they invested, they fucked it up. And the reason that they fucked it up is because they could not allow an old habit to die. They couldn't allow something to die. That little something inside of themselves that says, yeah, go run off and do this. Act like you 12 again. Act like you 16 again. They couldn't let that alone. And they trying to figure out if there's some type of message they can get to you that it's going to be good enough for you to want to talk to them again. How can they explain this? What can they say that they did or had to do or whatever? Because whatever they apparently, the initial thing that they said, you was like, motherfucker, please go on with that bullshit. Go on with that. Yeah, okay. Fine, whatever. You wasn't buying that shit. They see now that what? You was the stability. You was what was making everything go forward. That they see now that you was the stability, that you got it going on. That's you. Everything is going in your favor. You was the strong one. You was the strong one. Yeah. And somebody they couldn't see it at first, but now they see that they if they wanted to really make some money, if they wanted to really be prosperous and happy, they should have stuck with you. But instead, like I said, somebody thought that they was going to do something else. They was going to make some money somewhere else. All they ended up was getting caught up. They can't go nowhere. This person is even in spiritual jail with the hangman and the 8 of swords. For wasting some motherfucker's time. See, this person did not know that you was disconnected to the Most High. They did not know that you was this fucking connected to the Most High. Lying to you is like they sitting and standing in front of God, lying to God, lying in God's face. Impossible. God, like, I know you're like, I know your ass is lying. So whatever you told them, I know you're lying. It fucked them up. See, they didn't have the words to say to you. They couldn't just tell you what they wanted to do was go out there because they wanted the other people. They couldn't say that to you. Because then they couldn't come out, but I don't want you to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So now what's happening is that karma. But that's what's working. That's what's in play right now. Karma. Just what they get. They're getting exactly as they deserve. Yep. See, somebody thought that they was going to go ahead and step out, do something passionate, and go against the home. You know what I'm saying? But now, and they didn't think about it. They didn't think about how it was all going to play out. They thought, well, if anything, that they would have two, and you would only have one. But if you found out, then they would still have one and you would have none. Only to find out their biggest fear is that they don't have none and you have a new one. So their biggest fear is coming true. That you're going to find you a new one. Yeah. And that's when this person is going to realize that playing these fucking games, telling these fucking lies, that's the reason that they on the outside looking in. Like I said, they was like, how the fuck I get out here? That's how. See, now this person is starting to explore what they should have been thinking about in the first fucking place. Truth, logic, and discernment. They should have really been on their A game, using their fucking brain. Think the whole situation through, not just to the part that ends with your own asshole. See, now somebody trying to think about, if there's this opportunity for them to balance this whole thing out and come together again. Is there a way for somebody to make something right and come together again? But you know what? They can't get mad at you because now you have caution with even moving forward with this person. Like you just fucking lied to me. Motherfucker, who the fuck you think you are? Yeah, and this person, they understand. They understand it now. There's nothing left to be said. They understand that you know the truth, that they caused you pain in your heart space, and that's why you left. That's why you was like, oh no, okay, we ain't playing that shit over here. We ain't doing that over here. They ain't stupid. They may be crazy, but they ain't stupid. What's the message? We're gonna pull one or two cards, Spirit. We're gonna swing the pendulum. Then I'm gonna do my straight 8. Y'all, thank you so very much. I am over 7,000. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I love you all. I swear I do. Yes, and feel free to engage in the chat. Engage in the chat. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody know it is over because they took you for granted. They thought that they could cause some type of conflict and then balance it out. Like they didn't take you into consideration. Yeah, it's over. They know that judgment call has been made. That decision has been made. This shit is over. They know it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. They are in their feelings too. This emperor is all up in their feelings because they know that somebody else is going to jump at the chance to be with you. They know it is a wrap. They know that they fooled themselves thinking that they could go in and out, and they fooled themselves. Oh well, as long as they know. Let's go ahead and swing the pendulum. All right, Spirit, which way is the pendulum going to swing? And it looks like it's going yes. All right, yep. The pendulum is swinging a yes. All right, y'all. It is Friday. Yay! Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all so very much. Let's see. And Tara, thank you so much. K Hypsee, thank you. All right, y'all. Happy Friday. Let's have a wonderful day. I'll be praying wonderful, positive things for everyone. And we will see each other again soon. Bye now.